When people hear the phrase break her, they often misunderstand it. It doesn't mean destroying her spirit or controlling her. Instead, it's about breaking down the walls, fears, and insecurities that stop her from giving you her deepest love. A woman's heart is like a fortress. Not everyone gets in. But if you dare to break through the barriers with patience, courage, and consistency, she will love you with a loyalty and passion like no other. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to the channel, and hit the bell for more videos. Here are the key ways to break her walls and unlock her true love. Break her doubts with consistency. Women notice patterns more than promises. When you show up with consistency in words, actions, and love, you break the doubt she carries from past pain or disappointments. Break her fears with security. Every woman wants to feel safe, not just physically, but emotionally. When she knows she can trust you with her secrets, dreams, and weaknesses, you dismantle her fears and build unshakable trust. Break her silence with genuine listening. Sometimes she won't say everything she feels, but when you listen, not just to reply, but to understand, you break her silence and invite her heart to open. Break her loneliness with presence. It's not about being around her all the time, but being fully present when you are with her. Your attention tells her, "You are my priority." This breaks loneliness, even in a busy life. Break her pain with patience. She may come with scars, emotional wounds from the past. Don't rush her healing. Your patience can help her replace pain with peace. Break her guard with vulnerability. When you're brave enough to share your own fears and weaknesses, you show her it's safe to be real too. Vulnerability breaks down her guard like nothing else. Break her routine with surprise. Love can fade into routine if you let it. Break the monotony with small surprises, an unexpected note, a simple gift, or an act of love that says you're always thinking of her. Break her limits with belief in her. Show her that she's capable of more than she thinks. Support her dreams, encourage her growth, and remind her of her strength. When you believe in her, she'll believe in you even more. Break her insecurities with affirmation. Remind her often that she's beautiful, worthy, and more than enough. Break her stubbornness with gentle kindness. Kindness softens resistance faster than force ever could. Break her stress with laughter. Humor is medicine. Make her laugh when life feels heavy. Break her distance with warm affection. Physical touch, a hug, a kiss, holding hands, closes emotional gaps. Break her doubt in love with transparency. Be open about your intentions, feelings, and struggles. It earns trust. Break her walls with daily appreciation. Say, "Thank you for the little things." She notices them all. Break her tiredness with support. Step in when she's exhausted. Sharing responsibilities shows partnership. Break her pride with humility. Admit when you're wrong. Humility disarms defensiveness. Break her boredom with adventure. Try new things together, new places, foods, or experiences. Break her hesitation with encouragement. When she doubts herself, be her loudest cheerleader. Break her coldness with warm consistency. Stay loving even when she withdraws. Your steadiness brings her back. Break her night with peaceful words. End the day with reassurance. She'll rest knowing she's loved. Break her fear of rejection with acceptance. Love her as she is, not as you want her to be. Break her silence with gentle questions. Invite her to share, but never force. She'll open at her pace. Break her self-doubt with recognition. Acknowledge her talents, skills, and contributions. Break her anger with understanding. Look for the hurt behind her anger. It's usually pain needing care. Break her tension with tender touch. Sometimes a calming touch speaks louder than words. Break her worries with reassurance. Let her know you'll face challenges together. Break her loneliness with random check-ins. A simple thinking of you text can melt her heart. Break her guard with consistent respect. Respect her boundaries, values, and choices. Always. Break her sadness with gentle presence. Don't always fix. Just be there. Your presence is healing. Break her distance with eye contact. Looking into her eyes builds intimacy without words. Break her routine with spontaneous acts of love. Unexpected flowers, notes, or surprises reignite passion. Break her disappointment with effort. When you mess up, make it right, not with excuses, but action. Break her emotional walls with patience. Healing takes time. Don't rush her journey. Break her toughness with gentleness. Even the strongest woman melts when treated with tenderness. Break her need to control with leadership. Be dependable and decisive. She'll relax, knowing you lead with love. Break her pain with steadfast love. Love that stays even when things are messy heals her deeply. Break her resistance with forgiveness. When she slips, forgive quickly. Show her grace. Break her curiosity with honesty. Answer her questions truthfully. Honesty builds trust. Break her fear of the future with plans together. Include her in your dreams. It reassures her she's part of your forever. Break her hard day with comforting words. A soft "I'm proud of you" can erase hours of stress. Conclusion. She will only truly love you if you dare to break through the walls that life and fear have built around her heart. It takes courage, patience, and consistency. But once you do, her love will be unconditional and unstoppable. A woman will only give you her deepest, most unconditional love if you're brave enough to break through her walls. Not by force, but with patience, kindness, consistency, and genuine love. When you break her fears, doubts, and insecurities, you free her to love you with a devotion that never fades.